Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're on week of July 22nd. If you like watching these kind of videos, keep on watching. We're doing the Count Your Coins monthly budget book. So let's get started. Alright, so we are in week the 22nd. Let's see what we got going on, shall we? I know we actually left off at the 23rd. So, July 24th. Was gonna do these daily, but I decided not to. Because it seems like they're too short and then I'm constantly like stopping, going. So the 132 came in, payment for 100, with 100, 200 with the 200, that one is in already. Alright, so we have a deposit, which is income, and things are just a little weird on how things come in because of the simple fact that we're in between, right? We're in between Connecticut and TN, so it's been a little awkward on how things have been coming in. I don't even know why I got it. Really? Amazon gave me a credit, so Amazon deposit, that's an income, $16.70. I guess it is from, I guess the little money I make for selling Count Your Coins. I mean, $16.70 is probably chump change. The way it works is they actually charge me, I think it's like $8 for them to print, copy, and mail out the book. So that's why I'm selling it for $20, because I don't want to charge too much. I want people to get out of debt, and then the difference is actually mine. So I guess I sold one, right? Because if I do $16.70 minus the 20, how much is that? $3.30? No, they charge me more than that. So I gotta go back and look on how it works. I know depending on where in the country, because they let you sell it everywhere on Amazon, right? Every Amazon available, China Amazon, you know, Canada Amazon, you name it, right? So based on that is based on how it sells. So I think the US, they charge me like $8 and some change for each book. So sorry, I had to pause for a minute. So I think for the US, I think it's $8 that they charge for printing, shipping, and all that stuff. So I gotta go back and look to see. So not, you know, it's a little chump change. I mean, I don't want to oversell the book because I'm trying to help people to get out of that as well. I mean, you know, I'll be damned if you do and I'll be damned if you don't, I guess. Alright, so I know that came in, and then we did actually purchase Nina on the 20th. Nina. Oh my god, I can't believe I said Nina. We purchased a new dog, replacing Nina, because you know Nina passed away. His name is Salvatore. So we ended up paying for him $150, and it's because they neutered, gave him all the current shots for the year, put the chipping thing on the neck so if he get lost, brought with a bunch of stuff. I want to say he came with a cage, he came with 2 beds, he came with toys, he came with food, he came with snacks. Trying to think of what else he came with. He came with a bunch of stuff. So I believe the 150 technically, you know, it's not a bad price for a dog. And then he's a German, half Kelpie, mix. And I know German Shepherds, pure German Shepherds out there cost a lot of money. And this one is actually adoption, rescue. So I'm not going to give it a bucket to count. I mean, I could just say Salvatore on here if I want to count.
Do you have glue? I need glue.
Alright, that was JJ. Asking for glue because he's trying to invent something. Alright, so we're going to just take it out to 60, 68, 35. Not sure if I'll put them as a category because nothing else is going to come out of here for the dog. I'm going to put him in the sinking fund next. I want to say that's all. Let's see if we match to the bank because we're almost towards the end of the month. So I want to make sure everything is A-okay. 85, 80, 19. Yep. Alright. So now if I go to the sinking funds, so I'm not sure if I'll put them in any of these trackers because I know I'm not going to buy anything else for the dog technically in the main account. I am sure I'm making a bucket for him here in the sinking funds. Let's see. So I did go in and purchased I want to say some stuff from Chewy, started that process. 302. Let me see where I'm at. 32, 637 for Peacock. 50, 31, 22. Alright, so here we're going to do 725. And we're gonna do, we did the ADQ classified on the 24th. That was last week. Yeah, we did that. 2171. Yep, it's in there. Alright, so we got Peacock. This is a membership for $637. I got Amazon. These I have to check. Some are home. Some is probably for the dog. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon again. I believe, actually some of those, I believe is clothes for JJ. I decided to buy his uniforms for school. So I did buy them in Amazon. This is Best Buy membership. The 1701. Then I had a EO transfer for Bela. This is other. She went out to go eat with some friends. She's making friends, which is totally nice. And then I got Chewy, which is the dog. And we're gonna put Sal. So that's gonna be the new bucket, is gonna be Sal. So let me go confirm with the Amazon to see what it is, because I don't know. I want to say they were all the clothes, but you never know, because you know, sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. Alright, so Amazon, wait, the first one was 5031, 2287, and 3251, right? So those are the amounts I'm looking for. 5140, nope. 3251, yep. This is home. $22.87 is clothes. So I brought JJ his uniforms, and this is clothes. So it's gonna go in the clothes bucket because his uniforms, hello, is clothes. So we had 1583 minus the 637 minus the 5031 minus the 2287 minus the 3251 minus the 1701 minus the 20 and minus the 7908. My new balance is 3287.68. And then what we're going to do is, first we gotta figure out what color we want for Sal. So let me find him a color to highlight. Alright guys, I found the perfect color. So I'm gonna do some kind of teal blue for Sal, because we have baby blue, but the baby blue is for regular medical. So anything light blue would be medical. Anything like a dark shaded blue is gonna be the dog Sal. So let's highlight away. Oh yeah, that one is nice. And then I have memberships, which is always some shade of gray. Then we have clothes, which is brown, some shade of brown. Home is always some shade of orange. And then other is lavender, which is a light purple. Right? So now we're gonna go here and alright, today's like days of interruption. So I'm just gonna pick obviously one of the squares. Now clearly we don't have a balance right now because we're at the end of the month. I was gonna say dog. We're gonna name it Sal. And then obviously what I am going to do is Sal is gonna be 7908. So clearly I am negative 7908. Then the other was 20. So we got 3608 minus 20. So I got 1608. Memberships 637. So I was trying this to see if it would last me, but clearly it don't. So what I would do, and it doesn't bother me, is probably highlight here because that's the one that has to be next. I'm gonna put membership. I'm gonna continue the balance here, which is started with negative 1690. And then I'm gonna do 1690 so I can get the negative. And then do, which one? 637. And then I have 1701. So 637 and 1701. So now I have negative 40, 28, right? And then I'll just continue the tally here. I can put continue here, so I can at least know. And then I can do this so I can know that we're following it here. The next one is close. So we have 161.01, and then we have minus 50, 31, and minus 22.87. So 161.01 minus 50, 31, minus 22.87. Ugh, that's horrible. 161.01 minus 50, 31, minus 22.87. Still have 87.83. The next one after membership is home. So from the home here, I can do minus 32.51. So let's say next week, if I don't have enough space for here, what I would do is I will highlight orange here and continue the tally there. 49.28. But I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't know if I will do anything for the home before I close the month, because today is the 27th. So I will be closing next week, somewhere in the middle of the week. So if I don't do anything for the home, then I can just go ahead and do my tally here to start August. Or I can just highlight here orange, home continued, do the balance of 49.28 here, and then just continue the tally. So that's how I would do it. Next is, I think that was it. We did other, membership, clothing, membership, other, home, clothing, membership, other, home, and Sal. Yep. Alright, so now I know clearly next month I need to whip out money for Sal. So what I would do is you can either change your direct deposit to reflect a new envelope. So instead of me depositing $10.80, I think I deposit $10.80 every time I get paid. Let me see if I can remember correctly. Yep, $10.80. I can either change that direct deposit to reflect a new envelope and change my direct deposit for more money. Instead of $10.80, do more. Or I can play around because I have other in here. So the way I would do it is, right now I'm not going to pull from my direct deposit. I'm going to pull from other. But in order to find out if the other, because clearly the other became another because Nina passed away. So it became another because we didn't need the envelope because of Nina passing away. So technically that could be Sal, right? So I know I just purchased food and spray and everything else for $80. That's what the $79 is for. Then I know I'm gonna need another $80 in 6 months. Depending on how it does with the food, I gotta keep an eye on it. So that's $160. Now we're doing the number for yearly. I want to say my vet cost in Connecticut was $350 a year for Nina. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same, because I don't know how much is here in Tennessee for a vet for a dog. So I'm gonna do the $350 because that's a yearly thing that we do. Now my total right now is $510. The $80 includes the food, a spray for tick and mosquitoes every time we go outside, the tick treatment, the heartworm. I tried to do the heartworm, but I couldn't do it because first we gotta go to the vet, and I'm not taking it to the vet because it just went to the vet. So the dog is fine. They took, the place who gave me the dog for adoption took it to the vet. So what I'm gonna do is 510. If I divide that by, no, 510 a year, yep, divide that by 12, which is monthly, that is $42 a month. So what I'll do is I'm gonna do a little bit more, and I'll split the other 50-50 with the other and Sal. So starting in July, I mean the end of July, beginning of August, I'm changing this from 100 to 50 for the other, and then Sal 50, and then that does not change my direct deposit. Now I have to keep an eye on this because this is a new envelope, and I need to keep an eye on it to make sure it's funded enough so when I do take it to the vet. Now 6 months from now, it's we're in July, August, September, October. Well, August, September, October, December, January. It'll be like January or February of 2024. 50 times 6 months. I should have at least 300 bucks. Which 100 from that is gonna be for dog food unless I really do need it. So we would have $200 in the bucket to probably take it to the vet. So February's 200, and if I do February, March, April, May. I will probably make the appointment sometime in June. But now I have to go back and check his card to see when his shots expired, because that would be when I actually need to take them. So I will be rearranging clearly the bucket. I would have to figure out either put more money in there from the savings so I can replenish the bucket, or change my direct deposit in order to make it more for it to reflect. Now, let's not forget that starting in not August, but sometime in September, some of these are changing anyways, because we are currently in Tennessee and our numbers are going to change. So I might not have to change my direct deposit. I can probably pull it from a different one. Like, I'm sure my taxes is going to change. I think I said this before. The car is supposed to change. So all of that I can probably pull and give it to Sal. The other thing I wanted to explain, because it seems like I've been stealing from Peter to pay Paul, is that the past 2 months I've been reducing a certain amount at the beginning of my buckets. If you can see, I have a reduced amount, 300 here, 25 here, 437 there, 100 here, and it's to pay off debt. That's why my funds are becoming negative, because I actually took the money for a debt versus keeping it in there and leaving it alone. Now, that was my choice. I decided to do that because I know my envelopes sometime in September are going to change. So that was my choice. Technically, you're not supposed to touch it, especially if you're new to this and you're not understanding any of it. You're supposed to leave it. I know for a fact that I can take out that money, because even though my membership is negative $40, and next week my membership will be funded 60 bucks. The same thing with, what else is negative? Sal will be negative 79, but he's new, so we can't use him as an example. Membership is the only one. Like, let's say groceries would be, pretend that groceries is negative 47. I'm alright with it, because next week they fund, and the groceries is gonna fund 455. So I have enough money to fund that envelope plus whatever was negative. So I was okay with it. Clearly, we have to wait until we've been here in Tennessee for at least 3 months to know what our envelopes are really going to look like. I will be flip-flopping back and forth, because don't forget, this is the first time I am here. Right now, we pay for the 2 homes. Things we purchase have been for the 2 homes. So they've been changing. Eventually, the 2 homes are not going to be there. It's just going to be 1. So technically everything is gonna change, and I should not know exactly what's gonna happen till like probably November, December. It takes a couple of times. It takes a couple of months to know where your envelopes stand, to see if you do have enough money to fund everything and not be negative all the time. So that being said, that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed. You got to see a new bucket. You got to see how I play around with things, and I think that was it. August, we're gonna start it next week, so that'll be fun. We ended up with $32.87.68 for the sinking funds, and we have $60.68 for the main account. So thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. If you have any questions, please put them below. I also share my email in the comment if you want to email me. Either way, I'm good. Let me know. See you the next time. Bye guys.